What's up, y'all? It's Keaton here today making another deck profile. This is just a deck that I borrowed from my friend, Gwali. Thanks, Gwali, for letting me borrow this. Because I didn't want to play Infinity Heroes at locals today. So I just decided to play Shaddolls. It's a pretty rogue deck in my opinion. Not really near top tier. If anything, lower tier 2. Yeah. My matchups are kind of irrelevant. There was a regional today, so there wasn't that many people there. But I did make it to top 8, so yeah, so that's pretty cool. This is a build that I kind of threw together because I got it like 30 minutes before the tournament started, so I kind of just put it together. The main deck I didn't change much of. The side deck, there was like 5 cards in there that were, or no, 4 cards, and then just the fusions and a few synchros were in here, so yeah. But yeah, let's go ahead and do a deck profile. I was playing 3 beast, 2 dragon, 2 squamata, 1 hedgehog, and 1 falco. I'll explain all these real quick. I played the 1 falco just because 2 is really inconsistent in my opinion. 1's hedgehog because you never really want to draw it after turn 1, so either you open it up or use it to search a monster. 2 squamata just to thin out the deck, set up for BLS plays, Dark Iron plays, stuff like that. 2 dragon just used to pop stuff and bounce stuff to the hand that you can't get rid of. And then the 3 beasts are just to draw, so that's pretty much it. 2 math. The original build that my friend had was playing 3, but I took out some cards and I decided to only run 2 to try and fit in more cards. But yeah, this is definitely a card that you like to see turn 1 as well as Shaddoll Fusion. But if you open up with this, I usually like to send, depending on the hand, if I already have like a Shaddoll Fusion or something, then I'll usually send like Squamata and Beast. Once again, depending on my hand, or I could send a Falco and then special it after I send Squamata, so you could have a target engraved for Falco. But yeah, Mathematician's a very good card, so, but not good enough to play at 3 in my opinion. 1 Felice. This card came up once. I think I made a Black Rose. I thought very many times about making a Arknight, but it just never seemed like a better play. I never used her effect to destroy, but I did use it to special, so it was pretty good. And it's also got a huge ass. 2 white dragons and 1 black dragon. I feel this is a good ratio. My friend was playing 3 white and 1 black. I didn't really like that because once you get the 1 search off the black dragon, you don't really get anything. So I kind of made this more even. I play more whites than black dragons because there's more dark monsters than whites. So for chaos stuff, BLS, OTK, and Dad, part of the OTK. And then 1 Eclipse Wyvern to banish the Dad. Next I played 4 hand traps in the form of 3 Max C. I decided to play this because I knew there was a lot of not too meta decks there, so I knew that they didn't give a fuck about me drawing, so I was like, alright, I'm gonna just draw a bunch today. So I just main 3 Max C. You don't really have to do that always, I just like to do it just today. Then 1 Gores. I was thinking about playing a second one, but I opted against it because I wanted to play a Mass Change the second in replacement for the second, and only having 1 ghost is kind of annoying, so I didn't want to play a common. Next for spells, we got 3 Shaddoll Fusion. This card, best card ever in the deck. Activate it if they have an extra deck monster, which everybody stopped caring about. after Shaddoll's became rogue, or very, very irrelevant. So this card is easy to resolve. Yeah, if you go second, you're most likely going to see this, and if you don't, then you're doing something wrong, I guess. 3 L shell fusions, helps OTK. I usually side it 1 out every single game, just because you'd rather see this one first, and 2 is just way more consistent, but I decided to play 3 because I saw no reason not to. 2 Econ. This card put in a lot of work. My opponent in top 8, he summoned a Altair and he specialed a Deneb, and or no, he summoned a he summoned a Vega, specialed Altair, special Deneb, activated effect, and I attributed my my set monster. I honestly forgot what it was for his Deneb, and then he opted not to attack it, so he could have it next turn. So yeah, so it put him back a turn, and yeah, it was pretty good, and it stopped his trigger play, obvious. 1 mass change second. I honestly want to play at least 1 more of these. I think 3 would be too cloggy, but honestly I haven't test played with this deck that much. But yeah, I just decided to play 1. Yeah. 3 MST. Pretty obvious. Just vanities, skill drain. Any floodgate cards for some random ass reason. What's that card called? Non-fusion area, something like that. Next for 1-0s, we got Ore, just draw power. Foolish, helps get your deck going. Snatch, best card in the game. And Regeki, because I can. And I thought there would be a lot of rogue. And the last 3 cards in the deck is 1 Shaddoll Core, best trap like ever, and then 2 Shadow Games. I didn't really like these. I usually side it at least 1 out, if not the second one, depending on the matchup. But my friend did not have Denkos, otherwise I would have taken probably all 3 of these out, but for sure these 2. But yeah, that's the way it goes. That's it for the main. I want to say that's 41, but don't quote me on that. For extra, playing 3 constructs. Let's use send 1 from the deck to the grave and set up your graveyard. It's pretty good. And then when it attacks a what's it called? A special summon monster is just destroyed. So it's pretty good. 3 Winda, because he had 3 and I didn't want to make room for more. So 3 Winda. I would normally play 2, but he had 3, so I was like, okay. You could probably take 1 out for like an Exceed or a Synchro or something, but yeah, that's just what I played. I opted not to change the deck before I did this profile. I just didn't want to. 1 Shikinaga. I made this and just sat on it against my friend playing BA for like a few turns, and he couldn't do anything, so it was pretty good. 1 Danklaw. This card is too OP, Bree. I really want to play more. That's why I want to play another mass change. Yeah, just it really stops pretty much every deck the second that they summon Dante in attack position, because they think they could get over your stuff. You can use a Shaddoll on field and a Shaddoll in your hand, and then activate mass change second, discard, and special this, and then get the effect of the Shaddoll on field. I think. I'm not 100%, but I don't see why you wouldn't. That's all the fusions. For synchros, play 1 Armades. It's a 5. And what's his name? Falco. And a 3, or a Math. 1 Arcanite and 1 Black Rose for the 7s. I didn't really want to change this, because it's, yeah, you're mainly going to find yourself making 7s. And then 1 Leo. Never made it. For Exceeds, we play 3. We play Lava Chain. 1 Exton, made this twice, I believe, and resolved it once. And then 1 Castell, never used it. Side deck. We got 2 Majesty's Fiend. Sided this in against, I honestly don't remember what I sided against. I remember it was my round 2, but I sided it in because I saw he was playing a lot of hand traps that stopped battle phase. It might have been Monarchs or something, but I was like, summon, and he's like, okay, and I attacked, and he tried to battle fader, and I said no, so he was like, why? 2 Vanity's Fiend. In combination with this, if you get both on the field, the only out is probably like Regeki, Dark Hole, Snatch, which are cards, but very limited cards. Oh, and Mirror Force and stuff like that. And then in combination with 2 Monarch Stormforth. Since I usually only sided in 1 of these, like 1 and 1, and not all 4, I usually just sided in 2 and then 1. But if I sided all 4, I would definitely side both. So, but yeah, that's just how I played it. 3 Spell Shattering Arrows. I did play against Cool Forts round 1, but I lost. I don't believe I sided this in. I think I sided in the Vanity's Fiends and the next card I'm about to show you. But I didn't think that this would be better than the Vanity's Fiends and the next card, so that's just my opinion. The next card is Secrets of Village of the Spellcasters. Basically, if you control a spellcaster, your opponent can't activate spells, and if you don't control a spellcaster, you can't activate spells. So what I usually try to do when I play this card in like any deck, I usually like to have, like, try my hardest to always have an MST set, and when they finally find a way to get over my spellcaster monster, I'll just MST this or something, so I'm not at 100% disadvantage. Next, 1 Dark Hole. Once again, I just threw this deck together, so I didn't really want to play this, but yeah, it's pretty good, I guess. 1 Mind Control, never sided it. That probably would have been the second Dark Hole or something, or the second Gores. And then finally 2 Mirror Force, just because Mirror Force is honestly coming back. It's probably one of the best traps right now, since traps are becoming a thing again, somewhat. I think I sided in against something like Burning Abyss or something like that. I honestly don't remember, but I honestly think this card should be mained or at least sided in every deck, but it's pretty good. So yeah, that was pretty much it. Thank y'all for watching. Once again, this was my friend's deck. So go ahead and give a shout out or a thanks to him in the comments or something for letting me borrow this deck. But yeah, kind of enjoying the deck. I'm not 100% how it would do against Necros. They only play 1, on average they only play 1 Trish, but they do play cycles, so that's a pretty good way to get over this. Other than that, I don't know. I'll keep testing it and I'll let y'all know eventually. I'll probably make a video about it. But yeah, thank y'all for watching, and leave a comment what deck y'all want to see next, and I'll see if I can put it together. I have some decks around. I have like frogs, Inzectors. I don't really know how to play Inzectors. Windups. What are those shits called? Light Swarms. Raccoons. Just stuff like that. So just let me know in the comments. Comment a deck that's not $1 million, and I'll try my best to make a deck profile. So yeah, I'll see y'all in the future. Peace.